State Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense in a bunch formation. Brown will throw it. Fakes to grab.
That's a good job by...
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. teed up in the vise and ready to kick it away and get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Might have a chance. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
It's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like it literally becomes basketball. It's man-to-man. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Finds his tight end. Powers through the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hughes. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Could be an alley. To the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st down for this offense.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Looking for a gap. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the...
Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Wyoming. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Brown wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Scott. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down.
He's got it inside the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Push forward on the sneak. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hughes. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Harris. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
139 Albatross. 139 Bender.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. Stopped in his tracks, and
offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Using his legs, it's Mitchell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Runs through the tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. Stopped in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Harris. Shows him the stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, Dave.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy... unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 15 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll keep it on the ground, and he's knocked down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, North Dakota State. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They only need about the length of the football to convert on 2nd down. He'll keep it again on the option. Got a little grass. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. He's going to run it. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Holman. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just feeds the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Hughes. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense looking for more room. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And he's dragged down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And you could tell.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yard. Oh, it's blocked. He's going to scoop it up.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really
snags it. Touchdown, Wyoming. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The offense changing the play. They want that clock to run. At the 35, he's open. Breaks away on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Dropping back, it's Hughes. The sure hands, it's Harris.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
It's complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Gonna look downfield again. Bring in the heat. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Back to pass, it's Hughes. Looking to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. All down inside the 5 and the 4 after the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're...
Here's a little room there.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but